All praise to the creator. So I gotta do this video, man. This is like, wow. I watched this video of this dude. He was actually a white dude. I'm not prejudiced. I'm just, going by how they say it. This dude on point. I sent one of the brothers the video. No, one of the brothers must share it tomorrow with somebody else. But oh, he was on point. And I feel this way. And I get why I feel this way. He was saying that your success is because of you. It's really the creator in you. Your success because you worked hard. That you are smarter than others or have more information than others because you worked hard to get it. Like you put in countless hours of work. You were hungry. You still are hungry and you want to learn and you keep learning all the time. And to like, it's never enough to learn. Like you always got to learn. You can't stop learning. And he's like, you had to get on to the point that you couldn't, there was no satisfying your learning. And most people aren't like that because most people are not focused like you're focused to the point that you're focused at, which is a high level of focus to really never stop learning. Just be so hungry for it. Like you wake up, you gotta have it. You can't live without it. If you didn't learn something every single day, you would lose your fucking mind. You need it. You have to hunger for it. It's like you can't get enough of it. There's no satisfying your hunger for the information. And most people aren't like that. Most people spend their time focusing on everybody else instead of focusing on themselves, focusing on their energy, focusing on what they're really here for, focusing on learning everything in order to create the secrets, focus on just in regular life. Most people, they don't reach that level. Most folks don't reach that level. Most folks are not gifted to reach that level. It's not meant for them to get to the level. It's not meant for them to understand that level. They don't have the mentality to put in the type of work for that level. They just can't do it. It's not in them. They're your sisters and brothers, but you're different than them. You're just on a whole nother level. The creator made you on a whole nother level, and that's why your brain is rigged that way. You cannot stop learning. You got to learn. You can't stop. The hunger is never quenched, and the more you know, the more you need to learn. The more you learn, the more you need to know, and it never stops because you can't stop. And it's like if you would stop, you would die. And most people aren't like that. So they're gonna be mad at you, they're gonna hate on you, they're gonna turn on you, they're gonna be jealous of you, they're gonna dislike you. They're not even gonna know why. And it's like that, and you don't look at it as like, you look at it as everybody's on different levels, and yeah, you're on a different level than them. You know what I'm saying? You understand that they're on a different level. Their walk is different than yours. You're on a whole different type of walk. They're trying to get to the same place you get into, except because you're different. Some of us are 144,000, some of us ain't. And some people are, some of us just way too far behind. And it's not their fault. They just didn't know, but it's never too late to learn everything, or as much as possible. You can learn everything, but as much as possible. It's never late to get to this point where you just can't be satisfied. You need more knowledge. You can't stop learning. You'll go crazy if you stop. Like you have to have it. And it's crazy because that's how I feel when you done. And because you're like that, you feel lonely. Your walk is lonely. Like people don't understand you. You're misunderstood. They don't even. And they can't understand you. You're not meant to be understood. Only folks understand you. Folks on the same level. And so for you tend to deal with people on the same level because that's who understands you. It's like folks that are not on the same level. They can't understand even information or obtain information. They can't even grasp it half the time, even if you break it down to them. And it's not their fault. They don't understand. They don't have the understanding. They not gifted with it the way the creator gifted you, the way the creator worked with you. But the thing is, you had to work hard at it. You strive for it. You couldn't get enough of it. And the creator seen that and you made it like that for you. So therefore the creator fed you. And the creator didn't give you milk. He was giving you steaks, filet mignon, and everything else that you can possibly get. Is you are hungry, and because you stay hungry, the creator keeps giving it to you. Like, I don't understand how anybody cannot be learn every day, every second. Like if I can't, I lose my mind. I have to do it. At this, I need it. And the easiest way for my to get close to me is to be on the same page. Like if she be on like on fire like I am, but we be so tight. It's the easiest way for her to do it, and most people don't understand that. I know it's that relationships that most people don't understand that. Period. It's hard for them to get. I don't. It's like they don't want to. They don't want to be that deep in it, bro. You got to get to the next level. You got to get some abilities. You got to if you want to fight in the battle instead of being in the fucking warehouse hiding, hoping that the good guys can protect you. Like, and the sad thing that's most folks is gonna end up in the warehouse hoping the good guys protect them, man. And I like it's my hunger even strives from not wanting to be like that. I want to be able to fight and have these abilities, and not only just return the earth back to our people that's supposed to be just going to be stuck here in a good reality on a new earth, not the bad reality. My goal is like the 100,000 is to sit there and judge and rule the whole fucking universe like we used to. I'm trying to go to the outside of Earth like we used to, outer Earth. We stuck in middle Earth. We're not supposed to be here. We're supposed to be in outer Earth, past the walls, past the gates, and going further and further, further, all the way to the outer layer. We ruled the whole universe, family. It's just crazy, and people need to focus on their energy. And how you get your energy up is by knowledge, man. The more knowledge that you gain that is true, good knowledge, and the more facts and the whole nine yards, real history and everything, the more you know. And most people realize that your brain is wired different, that you're smarter than other people. I mean, there's no other way to say it. I'm just gonna be honest. That you just the credit just took care of you and made sure you were there. You're like you're way different. You're just not. I mean, it's something else. Like and some 144,000 are more advanced than some of the other 144,000. So some of the 144,000 can't even fully understand the 144,000 that is at a high level. And it's crazy because, like, you didn't ask for this. You didn't beg for this. You strive for it. You worked hard at it. You did ask God to teach you, but you bust your tail to get it. You put the work and you put the hours in. What you put is what you're going to get out of it, fam. And people can't understand that. They can't understand you, but they look at you for the answers, but they can't understand the answers, nor can they understand you. And they love you, but they hate you at the same time. They don't understand that they love you, they hate you, and they love to hate you, and they turn on you, and they don't understand why, and they'll point at you, they'll blame you, they'll find any reason to like try to come at you, even if it's something positive, it's gonna turn into something negative on the way. And it's like, bro, it's the reason why a lot of artists get killed. It's the reason why a lot of folks actually make regular life get hurt bad and be gone because, you know, they just, it's so hard to explain. I'm explaining the best way I can, but the fact is, people are on different levels, and folks on different levels can't understand folks who are on other levels. And I even at the, I'll be honest, I can't understand folks that's on a lower level. And there's nothing wrong with that. They got some learning to do. And it's, nothing's wrong with that because we all is the piece of the puzzle. And the thing is, you don't look at anybody different. You don't think you're better than anybody else. You're not trying to be. You're just trying to. Your hunger is incredible. There's no satisfying it. As far as knowledge goes, there's no satisfying you when it comes to the knowledge. Like you got to have it. And most people are not rigged like that. They want to know, but they don't want to put forth the work. And look at it this way: there's many things that I told y'all only tip of the iceberg. Sometimes I've been deep, but the ones have researched everything that I've told you. You found out more than I actually told you. Come on, how smart are you for that, bro? You put the time and you put the work and you are hungry. You got to stay hungry. You got to be extra on fire. The creator said you got to be on fire for him and fire for his knowledge and fire to figure you out, fire to figure him out. You can't be lukewarm or he will not accept you and spit you out. And people not realizing you got to dig deep. You need older books. You got to go harder. You got to and to paint what you think. You just go crazy, go ham and all the way hard with it. You got to. or you're not gonna survive what's coming, man. It's gonna unless to be protected by one of us who's gonna be doing the fighting because it's gonna be a fuck show, fam. They're not telling this government's not telling people what's they're not telling you anything. Like it's so hard to get people to understand. And you don't look at anybody any different than you. You don't think you're better. I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I think everybody's a piece of the puzzle, and some are just more knowledgeable than others. And because you're on a different level, and people cannot understand the knowledge you're giving them because the level you're on is so. Some people can't even fathom the knowledge that you have, and if you break it down, they can't fathom it to even grasp it. It is what it is, man. And you don't think you're better than anybody. It's everybody the same, and you don't care about that sort of thing, but they do. That's how they look at it, and they get salty because of it sometimes, or they feel as though that you're dictating when you're actually trying to help or teach because you know more than them. And I understand it because I go through this. I've been going through this. There's no disrespect to anybody. It is what it is. And like everybody that I speak to about any situation, I mean, a lot of people in the counseling told me, bro, this what's going on. Man, I wish the whole council was here right now. But anyhow, people, it's not their fault. That it's not your fault either. It just is what it is. They cannot understand you until they get on your level. And you can try to teach them, but it's hard to teach them because they're not. People don't grasp. They would have to really, man, seriously humble themselves and freaking go to the full level you went to. And the creator would have to take the hand the way he took your hand and lead you to the full extent the way that the creator led you. And there's different stages to it too. Like, for those who know what I'm talking about, man, you go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, until bam, you're on, oh my goodness, on point. And then boom, it's going so deep that you're in a rabbit hole, fam. I remember that Brother Truth was in the meeting with us one time, and our Western Council was here. They was talking, and he says, "Bro, we got to deal with folks who are on the same page. We got to deal with folks who are like-minded." I get it. I get it because I find myself in a corner a lot. I find myself just spamming myself a lot. A lot of time it seems to be on purpose because it's like I don't have anybody I can really relate to besides one other person, besides the creator. And it seems like a lot of times I end up trying to explain, and people come at you like you think you're better than everybody else, but that's not how you thinking. You think then they think that you think they're not the same, and that's not how you thinking. They think that you're like the enemy, and that's how you think, and they think you're not family because you ain't act like family, but that's not how you thinking. You act like family, you're just different. You're on a whole nother level, and they can't understand it, and it's not their fault. So all of you that's going through the same thing that I'm going through, oh man, this dude, man, brother, Sphere, pay attention. You should show this video because you know my laptop is not plugged up and all that. The video I sent you, please show this video. Oh my, I couldn't stop moving when this dude was speaking. I was just like, oh my goodness, dude, like preaching to the choir. It felt like, and this is a white dude. I'm starting to feel like some white people are very smart. Like there's some people that are of other nationalities that are very smart. Like they know a lot. I'm coming to the point where I'm realizing that there's people of each nationality that are just super smart, and they're not rigged the same as the rest of their people. And it's this is so funny because this dude he texted me and he been saying for a while, bro, I know like you're this and I'm that, but freaking like he says he's a light being too, and he's a white dude, and he's like freaking, and he does have a lot of knowledge. The only thing I really want to grit him on is that we're the same, but we're not the same as far as the flesh, I think. But I'm starting to feel like, yo, these people that made races, a race of people and all other stuff, or yeah, separation by giving people a race or names is bullshit, fam. Like, how does a white dude have the same or come to a certain conclusion that you come to and have X amount of knowledge, and the spirit, the creator has led him to the knowledge, and he has no prejudice on his body and all. And it's not the oh my god, I mean a couple of cats like this, and some ain't even all the way there, but yo they get that. Oh my, it's so deep, and it's I don't know. It'd be so nice if a lot of people could be this way on one accord, man. So I'm starting to feel like nationality and everything's bullshit. Like the religions, or not religions, religions trash too. But as far as when they tell you this and you that, this your ethnic group, it's all bullshit, fam. It's like it doesn't even exist. When they try to say that black is different than white, I'm starting to think, bro, I don't know about that. Like, some of them are light beings too, probably. Like, I seen a video where this Chinese little girl has super abilities. I'm not even bullcrapping you. I wish I'd have saved the video. Like, maybe there's more to this than what we actually know, fam. And maybe somebody told us to not like the opposite people to cause division, divide and conquer. Maybe we was actually supposed to be cool with each other and freaking get along and learn, share knowledge of nothing but the cradle want type knowledge, and come to a certain agreement that we could actually coexist. Like, mm-mm-mm. I hope our people get on the same page. This is crazy, but you know, I do see. I'm glad the brothers are trying, and I know they're learning. You gotta be patient with people, but at the same time, people you can't be turned on somebody when all they're trying to do is help, and they're doing the most they possibly can do help, and they're busting their tail, and they're using all their money in the whole 9 yards. It's not pride. This is facts. You can't turn on people if you're looking at them for the answers. And then when they give you an answer, you don't want to hear an answer. Then they want nothing else to talk about it. They just want to leave it alone, let y'all to figure what y'all gonna do. You can't get mad at them and turn on them as if they're like not on the same team. It's just they know what you don't know, and they know so much more than you know to the point that you can't fathom to even understand what they know. So you're not on the same level. Therefore, it's almost like, bro, you really. A lot of times you can't even have the same conversation. It's not being cocky, just being honest, man. And these people don't understand it. And it's not their fault they don't understand it. So the ones who understand what I'm talking about. So you can't even get mad at them. It is frustrating as hell. I know it is that I'm going through. But at the same time, it's not. And you can learn some things from these people too. But they just, as far as regular life or relationships and stuff like that. But as far as information spiritually, it's going to be hard for them to teach you or learn. It's more they'll be learning from you. And it's people want you to backtrack, but bro, you're not supposed to backtrack. You're supposed to keep going forward, man. But to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next information. Keep going deep, because if you go backwards, bro, a little bit, you're being held back. You're being held back, bro. You're being slowed down. And this is why the best teachers or the best people that has the knowledge seems to be loners. Like, we're by ourselves a lot. Like, we be in a corner someplace a lot. We don't try to be around a crowd a lot because how can two walk together unless they agree? And if you're not to a certain level of agreement, how can they truly walk with you? They can be around you, they can work with you, but the walk is different. So they're not walking with you, fam. They're on their own walk. But the folks who that you going through this, the other people that are freaking turn on you or coming against you or trying to say something about you or trying to say, oh, you think you better than me and all this other stuff, bro, it's not their fault. They don't understand. They can't understand. Not until they get on your level. And you can't try to catch them up on your level because you got to keep going, fam. You don't understand what will happen to them if they don't get to that level. I mean, listen, spirits, energy is transferred. And it's true it can't be destroyed, but it can be transferred. You understand transferred? And it can be transferred to different places that are for lower people or people who have not reached a certain level. And your goal is to reach the highest level so you can escape this prison. If you don't, you will not escape the prison. You'll be stuck here over again and go through the same experiment again. But this time it's supposed to be the last time. And that's even more dangerous because you really can't go backwards to teach them things in the past. They ask you a question, answer it, and let them do the research. But as far as going back in the past and breaking everything down, bro, once you've done that lesson, bro, and you know everything you can, and you don't have anything new on it anymore, it's time for you to move on to the next lesson, and the next thing, and the next thing until you get it, fam. You can't. And most folks don't get that, and it's not their fault they don't get that, fam. They just don't understand. They just don't understand. So to all those who understand what I'm talking about, please, dude, hang in there. It's almost over. And what these people don't see, they will see soon. Because when a hypernova happens, some may not get the abilities because they're not 144, some of them, but they will. It's crazy. Yeah, they will understand after the supernova happens, which hey, then you can be on the same page, and it's a disconnect because the Creator only kept some of us here. I say put some of us here to help them along, but it's not easy to help them along. They literally have to work to get to your level. You gotta be patient with them, and it's not easy. Man, they're gonna stress you out. They're gonna stress you out. Man, it's just crazy, man. Even down to your woman's on you're gonna see. I'll be glad when the council gets here. But all those understand that they're going through and understands the walk the type of walk I'm talking about, the deep, digging deep, never stopping walk. They ain't getting there, fam. They don't understand, but soon they will. Be an example the best you can. Try not to let them get to you. Man, it's like they want people, man, it's like they really turn on you, man. It's crazy. But anyways, peace and love. All praise create nobody else.